I was 22 years old when I first moved to the city of Philadelphia, and when I moved to the city, I didn't know one person, and I was really lonely. You know, I had chosen Philly as the place where I wanted to launch my career as a lawyer for the poor because I knew there was a diverse community here. I would ask people, hey, where's the Latino community? And nobody seemed to know where it was. You know, some people told me, wherever it is, don't go there, right? Some people told me, there isn't one in Philadelphia. And some people said, hey, maybe there's one, but I don't know. And so I was really disappointed. So one day I get a phone book and I open it and immediately go to the blue pages. In there it says, Taller Puertorriqueño. And I'm like, okay, well, this has to be something. I mean, it had the word Puerto Rican in it. And I call. And this young person, his name is Luis Hernandez, says to me, Nena, you've called the right place. We are a cultural center. What you need to do is you need to go to 5th Street and get on the 47 bus right away and come up here and I'll show you around. So I ran out of my house like it was an emergency. I remember feeling a sense of such need to do it right that moment that I just, left everything and went. As the bus started moving up north, my whole landscape changed. That bus took me home. I did that ride. It may have been like a 15-20 minute ride. By the time I got off at 5th and Lehigh, I knew I was in a place that felt really familiar to me, and where I was going to meet some people that I was going to feel very connected to, and that's exactly what happened. That day was the beginning of my life in Philadelphia, I would say. I wrote a song about my bus ride in, I want to say I wrote it in 2019. It was after Hurricane Maria, and I, like every other Puerto Rican on the island and off the island, I was shaken to the core. It wasn't often that I was sort of sitting there and exploring my Latino roots and my sense of identity, and many years had passed since that bus ride, but it is a memory seared in my brain and in my heart because it was transformational. I am a musician. I stopped playing music publicly, let's say, after my career as a lawyer took off, mostly because of time. But I never stopped, feeling like a musician, and I sat down at the keyboard one day and this song came out, and I decided that I wanted to do something with it. It's really a song about the ride. It's a song about a migrant that moves to this big metropolis that we love, Philadelphia, and was feeling really alone and needed to find community. And through this bus that becomes a magical portal for this person, they find home. Riding the bus now is magical because when you start in South Philly, you see that the Latino community in Philadelphia has grown dramatically, right? There's an incredibly rich and diverse community of Latinos in South Philadelphia that are bringing a lot of economic life into that community and a lot of culture and a lot of fun. One of the powerful attributes of the 47 bus to me is that it connects both Latino communities. And I think, and it's not just me, I've talked to a lot of people about this, that those two Latino communities often don't connect as much as perhaps they could. I'm hoping that La Guagua 47 Community Arts Project brings these two communities together in a creative way to explore our connections to La Guagua, our connections to one another, and our connections to our Latinidad. At the end of the day, it is a project to bring visibility and attention to a community that deserves it and needs it.